Hi friends, welcome to another Clean with Us. Today we're here to give you some decluttering motivation. Before you click away, the quality of this video improves in just a second. When we got in there, we hadn't had a chance to check the lighting, open up the windows, make sure our camera was kind of clean. So it looks a little bit messy, but so do most of our cleans and the projects that we start, but the after shots look beautiful. Blurry or not, you can see that this room is overpacked and a mess, and we're gonna get it cleaned up. We are helping a young mom get control of her life and her house. This is a 3-bedroom house with a loft, the loft being a potential 3rd bedroom, and she had been living in the master but wanted to give her son some more space other than his tiny room. So she decided that she wanted to basically play house Tetris and move every single room of her house, and that required a lot of extra hands. And we told her, we weren't there just to move stuff. We were there to actually help her with the decluttering process. So we're going to talk about how we did that today, how the two of us were able to help her, although she mainly helped herself because she was very willing to part with things. And then those tips and tricks we're hoping that you can use for your next project. If you or someone you know needs some decluttering motivation, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We have so many videos, bathrooms, kitchens, playrooms, bedrooms, you name it. So make sure to like and subscribe. But who are the Tidy Two? Let's take a moment to introduce ourselves. I'm Lana. And I'm Laura. And we're two identical twins who love to clean and tidy. And it's time to say goodbye to your stuff. Let's show you how. Like we said, this loft was becoming a bedroom, but this closet was not becoming a closet bedroom. To quote the homeowner, this scary closet was going to be used for storage that she wasn't going to access often, like Christmas decorations and some old furniture. We gave it a quick sweep and then moved on to the main area. The lady I work for, let's call her Sue, donated a bunch of masks and gloves for us for jobs like this, and I just completely forgot. So Sue, I'm so sorry.
And I'm breathless, waiting for you to save me. But it's hopeless, hoping for you to notice me.
We've mentioned it in previous videos, but one of the things that we do is work with the homeowner directly. Basically, they stand off camera and we hold up items one at a time. We ask them if they want to keep the item or donate it or throw it in the trash. Not everyone has a set of identical twins who are willing to go through every item with you and help part. So you might want to ask yourself a couple of questions when you're going through the decluttering process by yourself. The first question you might ask is, what is the purpose of this room? I want you to take a moment and reflect on that, because when you're sitting in something more obvious like a kitchen or a bathroom, you kind of know what items should go in there. But when you're sitting in maybe like a rec room or the basement, you do need to ask yourself, what purpose is this room going to serve? Adding on to what purpose does the room serve, does the items that you're decluttering, do they serve the purpose of that room? So if you have items that belong into a different room, they might need to go there. Or if you realize that you've moved these items around a lot and you still don't have a home for it, maybe it's time to say goodbye. This is a perfect example of Laura and I were working with clothes right now, and the homeowner is off screen, and we're literally showing her each pair of pants, and these pants are going to be stored up here in her closet. And on one arm Laura has the items that are going to be donated, and on the other she has the items that the homeowner wants to keep. Something else you should ask is, have I used this item in a year, or does it have a sentimental value? I often think about my storage room and how I put items in there, and the things that are in there are like holiday that I only use once a year, but everything else I should be using within the year. Unless it's sentimental, because it's not like I'm using my wedding album all the time or even once a year. It just kind of sits there. But everything else, if you have a box of tools or cords, you should be thinking throughout the year and going through that stuff and asking, am I using it? Because if it's sitting there and it hasn't been touched for 5-6 years, you probably don't need it. And our favorite question, do you want the stuff or do you want the space? Thank you, Home Edit, for giving us that guidance, because that has really moved many of our projects forward.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there.
Hi guys, so we're about 2 hours into this project and it is an amazing one. I've really never worked with a client who's so willing to part with stuff. We are in a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to show you guys the area. It's right over here. So this is stuff we haven't gone through yet. This is the last of the stuff we need to go through, and this is all the donate. I don't even know what we're going to do. This is so good. So we're going to part with some things, go through it. But yeah, we've just got more to go. So we can do it.
Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful.
We talk a lot about different organizers or professional organizers on our channel. We've mentioned Marie Kondo multitude of times. We also talk about the Swedish Death Clean, and now we're bringing up the Home Edit, who also has been mentioned in previous videos. We use these questions as a guide to help our clients when we're doing decluttering, but is there a certain method that you prefer? Comment below. We talked about Marie Kondo and some of the questions that you might ask when you're working with her method. Personally, and this is Laura speaking here, I love Marie Kondo. She has really helped me with my hoarding tendencies and being able to say goodbye to items and asking yourself, does this spark joy? Is this item something that's, so important or makes you happy, or you just can't live without it? So that's one question that you might ask yourself using the KonMari or Marie Kondo method. And I, Lana, am definitely inspired by the Swedish Death Clean. We've mentioned this on our channel before, but when I'm going through decluttering, I often ask myself, if I died, would I want this to go to my children? Or would it be a burden for them to have to decide what to do with it? And obviously my kids are really little, but people hold on to stuff for a really long time. And I just want to make those decisions now while I'm in good health and in a great state of mind. Do I want to put this on my kids? And it might not be your kids, it could be your parents or your partner. So something to think about is, can I say goodbye to this now so they don't have to? And finally, going back to the Home Edit method, when you're asking yourself, would you rather have the space or would you rather have the stuff? We find that the clients we work for almost always would rather have the space. The more things they start to part with, the more vision they have of the room. Clear floors and clear walls oftentimes get our homeowners to kind of accept that this could be a really roomy space if they could just say goodbye to the stuff.
I'm on an adventure, I don't wanna go alone. I don't wanna fight.
Here's a quick glimpse of the original bedroom that we're pulling from. So not only are we decluttering upstairs, we actually decluttered this room and part of the baby's room as well. So lots of moving things around and out, but I think that the end result is worth it. We call this house Tetris. When we move one room to another, it requires a lot of like pawns and pieces, but overall it looks really good. Here again are those questions that we recommend you ask yourself while you're decluttering. Pause the video, write them down, or take a screenshot, but these definitely should be your guide while working through a declutter. What we unfortunately see is something very different with the homeowners. Often they're looking at items and they're feeling either guilt about, wanting to get rid of something that maybe was a gift. And so instead of sitting there saying, oh, my grandmother gave this to me, if your grandmother was here now, would she say, oh, I can't believe you or want to get rid of that? Or would she just want to see you happy? That's something kind of to think about. Along those same lines of thinking, oftentimes people are deciding whether to declutter something that was a gift, and they'll say, oh, if this person comes over, they're going to expect to see whether it's a cardigan or a special plate or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And a way to combat that distortive thinking would be to ask yourself, when you go to someone else's house, are you expecting them to wear the socks that you got them 2 years ago for Christmas? Or do you think you would even notice? And what do you think is the other question that's asked? I know you know the answer, but really, what the second most asked question pretty much? Oftentimes, it is almost justification of making room somewhere else in the house for the item. It's where can I put this item? This would look good over here, or maybe I could just take this downstairs. Yep, and this is something we see all the time is room shifting. Basically, this item has started in the living room, moved to a bedroom, sometimes even a bathroom, when in reality, if it doesn't have a purpose, going back to that planned purpose for a room, it's time to say goodbye to it. Oh, I just thought of another one. I think one that I personally struggle with is perfectionism. Sometimes the distorted thinking is, if I can't have this Pinterest worthy, then the job isn't worth it. To quote the great Tony Robbins, progress equals happiness. So just because it's not done perfect the first time doesn't mean that it is not going to bring you joy once it's done over time at your own pace. Are there any good questions that you use to guide you when you're decluttering? Put that in the comments below, or let us know what your distorted cleaning thinking is. What questions or thoughts do you have that are probably not healthy? A lot of our subscribers ask, where does this stuff go? And I bet a lot of you thought that we just shoved it back into that closet there, but you can see this just has Christmas decorations, some furniture, and it's kind of hard to tell, but some reptile plant storage. In this case, it went to a garage sale. Not exactly this garage sale, this one's from earlier this summer, but both of our last videos we worked with clients who were willing to do a multifamily sale. If you're not interested in garage sales or talking about decluttering in reference to garage sales, you can skip ahead about a minute and a half, but we really wanted to let you guys know that money is a motivator. This was one of our most successful sales of the year. We ended up having about 7 families get together. Oh, look how cute these duckies were. We played a really cool game with kids and they got a free popsicle. But anyways, going back to the big family sale. On this sale in particular, we made about $1,000 this weekend. And I mean, that's seriously good chunk of change for stuff that we didn't really want to begin with. And what we would do is we would help these families declutter, and they would have these massive piles of things that they were, willing to toss or donate or whatever. But we decided it would help, and they agreed. Obviously, they were part of the whole process to do a garage sale and make some money off the stuff that they were letting go. If your purpose for this garage sale is to declutter and get rid of stuff, we highly recommend marking things low. We call them true garage sale prices. And honestly, thrift stores have been kind of doing the opposite of this. We've noticed that when we go to thrift stores, they're marking brand name clothes just slightly under what you can buy brand name clothes for. And that's not the spirit of getting rid of stuff. It's kind of like you are going to get rid of it anyways. You're not trying to make a buck. You're trying to get rid of it. And the money is the bonus for getting rid of the stuff. And after the last day of the garage sale, whatever didn't sell, we ended up donating. We're getting close to the end of our video, and we just want to let you know what to expect. At the very end of the video, we have a special thank you to our subscribers, which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, there's still time, so please stick around to the very end. Then we're gonna head back to the loft, finish up, and you're gonna see the reveal. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that we have a special thank you for you guys at the end, but if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Hit that red button. Tons of videos to watch, and you support two identical twins who love to clean and tidy. If you're just looking for a minute break during your day, make sure to check out our TikTok. We have lots of videos there, lots of laughs, and of course, tons of cleaning. Don't forget to check out our cleaning playlist. These are the videos that we have been showing you where we're helping others. We're working with single moms. We're working with people in our community who need help. We're doing so much, and we have to jam pack it into this one playlist. So please check it out so that you can see all the great things we're doing. We're making some big plans for the future, and we genuinely want to know, what should we clean next? Hi friends! Thank you so much to our over 900 subscribers. We are so grateful to all of you. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, and thank you for sharing this video with people who need it. Our main goal is to inspire and help people declutter and get their homes back in order. We're grateful that you guys have watched our journey of helping our community get control of their chaos, and again, thank you for all your support. You know, all of this organizing makes me kind of think back to our childhood and how, you know, back then we weren't really taught how to clean. We didn't really learn how to organize, and makes me think I wish we would have taken better care of the stuff that we had.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Our toys and especially our stuffed animals.
I wonder where they are now.
What was that? Perfect. Matt, do you want to throw another one? Oh!
Okay, try that again. Trying so hard to find a Please keep that in the video.
I will.
It's scary as